2007 was one of the best years for gaming I think I've ever witnessed in my life, even though I was only 6 years old at the time. Games like Modern Warfare, Mass Effect, and BioShock were all released in this year. These games were one of the many reasons that the Xbox 360 and console gaming as a whole really took off. But at the top of the pile, I think Halo 3 stands alone as the best game of the year, and maybe the best game of the early 2000s. And that's because Halo 3 is probably still regarded as the best first-person shooter of all time, at least when it comes to community features that are in this game, and it can provide really just so much fun for bringing everybody together. While Halo 2's story is regarded as one of the best in the franchise, the cliffhanger at the very end was definitely criticized at launch, with it only being mitigated recently by the release of MCC and, obviously, Halo 3's launch back in the day. What people don't realize is that Halo 3's story was supposed to be in Halo 2. We all know the infamous Halo 2 E3 demo, but that game was completely scrapped, and they really just had to make something on the fly, rushed out the door. So Halo 3 wasn't starting off with something completely original. It was starting off of something by a previous game, but that didn't stop it from being incredible. Halo 3's campaign is one of the best in the series, even if I think it's a little short and can avoid some areas like the Arbiter a whole lot. But it's always sad to say goodbye to the end, and to ending the trilogy with everybody winning except Chief is bittersweet. The man lost so much, and now he's going to sit in a cryotube until Halo 4, but Halo 4 wasn't planned yet, so he's got to see everybody around him die to save humanity again, and to get no thanks. But I guess that's a sense of a true hero. But regardless, this campaign is epic, and has all of the traits of a true finale. An epic end to one of the best trilogies in all of gaming, and an end to maybe one of the most recognizable protagonists in gaming. Even if some people think it was a step down from the previous game, it is still one of the best campaigns in the entire series. The iconicity of Halo 3 can really be tied down to the social features it provided. Let's not forget that Halo CE birthed an entire generation of land involvement, followed closely by Halo 2's creation and popularization of modern gaming with Xbox Live. Halo has defined what being in the video game market can be to a player. It wasn't just being in a basement somewhere, it was playing with your buddies and raging that somebody got the sniper rifle before you, so you team kill him and take the sniper rifle and bag him. Bungie was truly the father of innovation. So how did they follow up the best sequel of all time? Well, Halo 3 offered the player so much more expression when it comes to sharing in those online experiences you had in the early days of CE, and especially in Halo 2. Theater mode was introduced to replay screenshots and clips of moments of adrenaline that you had playing the multiplayer that you weren't able to get on camera. You didn't need to put your stereotypical blocky camera with awful record quality in front of the camera just to record a highlight. All you could do was just go into theater and put it on your file share for other people to see. It really expressed who you are and if you're actually good at the game or not. Not only were you able to record multiplayer games, but you were able to record custom games, which received a heavy focus this time around, because you were able to build your own maps and have fun in. You weren't solely relied on the developer to continue making stuff for you. But that, working in tandem with Halo 3's multiplayer DLC cycle, was a huge help for Forgers to really create some of the most iconic stuff we still have in the Halo community. Fat Man, Duck Hunt, parkour maps, all of this started right here, and that's thanks to Bungie's innovation to let the player control the sandbox. I don't think they ever intended players to do this, but they didn't condone it. They even encouraged it by creating forge maps specifically to make whatever you want on it. All of this created the perfect storm for Halo 3 to truly become the most player-driven community game I think I've ever really seen outside of Halo Reach, another Bungie classic. And with the rise of YouTube, we got to see Halo creators, MLG videos, machinima, campaign walkthroughs, etc., etc. Halo 3 truly felt like the origin of the online community, as well as Halo 2 had with Xbox Live. The more widespread nature of Halo 3 made even more people flock to the series and made Bungie a household name, which may or may not have led to the downfall of Halo, as Bungie would leave 3 years later, but that's a story for another day. Let's not forget about Halo 3's incredible unlock system when it comes to armor. We weren't in the modern gaming era yet, so everything in this game was unlockable through achievements and multiplayer feats. It introduced some of the most iconic armor into the series, with Hayabusa and the ever iconic Halo 3 Recon, one of the most famous armors in probably all of gaming. I think this, or Halo Reach's credit system, is one of the best unlocks you could probably ever do in a Halo game. But with 343's commitment to awful, greedy microtransactions, I think it's safe to say we're not going to see this for a long time, even if it's one of the best systems ever implemented into a game. Halo 3 was technically my first Halo game I ever had. I'm not going to say I bought it because my dad bought it for me, because Halo 3 ODST was too expensive. I only figured that out maybe 15 years later, where I actually thought about it. I've played this game, and I have loved this game for a while. I've made machinimas on it, we've done videos on it. I think it's as iconic as really you could ever get. And that's because it's just iconic. Hidden Xperia is probably beating that down into the ground, but hey, you know, it's true. Halo 3 is iconic. And that's not a bad thing. Halo 3 can be described in brief as a timeless masterpiece. Despite not being flawless, it's forged memories that will endure within millions of players for the rest of their life, and a longing to go back to what was. The game is truly worthy of its amazing status, and we should never, under any circumstance, forget its existence. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what I do, maybe consider checking out some of my other stuff. Thank you so much.